What is up, everyone? It's Joey here from Wandering Hermits, and welcome to the latest development video for our point-and-click game, An Adventurous Tale, set in the Weave in the Void. Um, Last time we were looking at some tips for building buildings with modular assets, and we're just going to kind of continue along with that. I had touched briefly on turning this into a blueprint once it was done, and then converting that to a static mesh, so we're going to actually go ahead and take a look at that. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you get updates, and leave a like, comment, question, whatever. Oh, and before I forget, there was one other thing I wanted to take a look at. These doors that we put on in the very first episode, if we come over here, let's see, and we come down to this global interaction component, this is where we actually get to, within the kit, you'll see this. This is how you name stuff for your tooltips. So when you hover over them, that's the display name that you'll get. So we're gonna just add something real quick to that. I don't know really what I want to call that. Hmm. I'm looking at the map real quick. We'll just go ahead for now. We'll just call it to Sheriff's House. You see, that should work. Okay, so to do this, remember we were working in groups. Try to group stuff as you go. So like, I already have this grouped up. Click on that, and you can see that it selects this whole little deal. So that's really helpful. Because as you can see, it's kind of a pain when stuff isn't grouped. Because you got to go and select everything individually. Ugh. So then once you're sure you've gotten everything selected, the best thing to do is to just kind of come back here. And what I do is I just pick stuff up, so as you can tell, then you can see what you don't actually have selected. Oh, okay. For some reason. Oh, that's right. I remember why now. That one can be deleted as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that one can be deleted. So then once you're sure everything's been selected, if you're already dealing with groups, you just come here, right click, go to groups, and then just click regroup. And now that'll all be one group. Oh, except we forgot some stuff, it looks like, that I didn't see. This, that, or something else. Oh, that whole back wall. Ah, see? This is why you double check the stuff. And we can go ahead and add these. Perfect. Group. Regroup. Alright, now once we're sure of that, we're going to go up to blueprints and convert selection to a blueprint class. Actor, yes. Blueprint name. So now we have the blueprint of that. And this is where you can just, once you have your blueprint, select the blueprint and then convert that to static mesh. Oh, whoops. Gotta rename that. Give that a second. So with this toolkit, it's really important to have things as, static meshes, because then we can add, we can implement this into whatever we want. If we want this to be a pickupable item, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever. So once you have it and it's in here, then you can click your blueprint and get rid of it. And the reason I don't put the doors on is because in order to make the door interactable, you can't have it be part, it has to be its own it has to be its own mesh. So now we have that. There you go. Voila. One sheriff's house. And then if we want to add more windows later, we could on this side. 'Tis whatever. So there's that. One other thing we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna tidy up this. Got a little smaller. Oops. Oh, and one thing I just noticed, so I'm guessing when we converted this to a static mesh, everything that we mirrored got flipped around. Looks like we've got some issues with that. So that's no big deal because all we have to do, if you run into something like that, I've not had that happen before, so that's really interesting, but I'm not sure that I've ever done that with the base. I must not have. It's no big deal because all we have to do is go into the blueprint and modify the blueprint. See, on the blueprint it's not like that. So all we have to do to fix that is just go in here and turn those around, because as you can tell, the side that we mirrored is fine. So we'll just have to duplicate that and flip it around, and then when you do that, just convert that one to the static mesh. So that's an interesting an issue, and somebody else that has more experience may know what that means. So if you know what that means, please comment below and let me know why that happened. Let's do something fun here. So there's a really cool thing you can do. So working with this stylized village, we have do roof tiles. Let's just do flat for now. And we'll grab a full sheet. Full by half, full by full. Now this is pretty cool because we get to go in, whoops, wrong way. And now we get to go into mesh painting. Ha ha ha. Let's turn the strength up a little bit. So we can get this really cool moss effect on here. And this is with that pack. So mesh painting is really cool. And with this pack that I was talking about earlier, it is a stylized village pack. You can do that with most of these, and that's a texture that's been set up in the pack. So that's pretty cool. So then we can go through and we can select these individually and change that so that it's not the same pattern, which at some point I need to do anyways for here. But I just wanted to throw these shingles on to show you how that looks, because it does change the look of the building dramatically. So yeah, we'll get that fixed up, and then next time you come, oh, here's a little NPC dude. That comes in, that's just the NPC that comes in the adventure kit. I just use those for a placeholder until we want, until we decide what the sheriff's going to look like and where he's going to be and everything. And at some point we'll take a look at at this character pack that we have, because this is, again, most of this stuff that we use is modular. This is a modular, where'd he go? This is a modular character kit that you can get. And so you can create all sorts of, and obviously, I mean, they look fairly similar, but hey, we're after something that we can get out. I'm, one-man band right at the moment, besides writing. So without a full other, line of asset creators, you got to get what you can get. So with modular, you have, as many customizations as there are pieces. So at some point we'll take a look at turning this guy into visually looking like this. Right now it's kind of the boring stuff because we're just getting the areas set up, and there's not a lot of fun stuff, just a lot of building. Really, which this scene, or it's not a scene, it's all the same scene. So this area is just about done. As soon as I'll get that fixed, and then what we're gonna do, we'll probably go ahead and throw some more fences in here, and then we'll probably call it quits on this area and move on to the next area, which is going to be over here in the stables area. And we got to kind of look at the lay of the land here and figure out exactly where we want everything to go. So stick around, because we'll be going over some cooler stuff in the future. Once we get all of these buildings laid out, then we'll start coming back and adding, like I said, we'll be adding NPCs, and we'll start going over like how to implement the dialogue system, how to, within the adventure pack, how to modify blueprints, how to do all of that fun stuff. So stick around. Thanks for watching, and stick around. Join us on Discord if you want. Should be a bunch of links below that you can click on. And if I haven't mentioned that in a couple videos, but if you want to check out the demo, which is these 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes, and you can expect, probably around a half hour, depending on how fast you read and everything. Check out the demo and give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Anyways, thanks guys. We'll catch you later.